Nothing quite to enthuse the public like Real Madrid and Atletico. So a relatively balmy 79 degrees. And certainly acceptable levels of humidity. I know there's a huge heat wave going on back home, but this should not inconvenience these players. Superstars on both sides. The first ever Madrid derby. Away it was Lamar making his mark. It was shifted right to Diego Costa. And Atletico have scored within 43 seconds here. Talk about being caught cold in the heat. Real Madrid nowhere, and Atletico lead 1-0.
Well, that's it. They lost the challenge on the halfway line now. You talk about Diego Simeone. His teams are so fired up, and we've been chatting about it before the game kicked off. They're fired up. They want to win this game. The animosity, the hatred between Jovic has got to find heart. He's going to get opportunities in centre goal. We haven't seen anything of him. He's been really unfortunate. And look at this, over the top, he's onside.
It's another race for Ramos to get back onside. Such a poor touch by Costa. Marcelo.
Playing well at the moment. He's a wee bit short of confidence for me.
Vinicius Junior, one who hopes will profit from the departure of Bale, and it's beautifully worked to Odriozola. There were times last season when one suspected that Zinedine, a win would be very, very important for them, I think.
Yeah, they're a bit short of confidence again, and it's scoring goals now. Look at this.
Saul has got it. And it's 2, and João Felix weighs in with a goal for his new club. A fabulous start to his Atletico Madrid career. There's one thing to score in that famous jersey, but to do it against the famous all-white, make much in where he can do his best work, which is in that penalty box.
Oh, Paul on the counter-attack, they're going to rip them to pieces.
Morata again finding João Felix. João Felix again! Courtois in goal, throws his arms wide and says, I need a bit of help here, guys. Renan Lodi, who is also looking a player in the great tradition of Lamar. Deflection on it, Courtois got down well.
Here's Trippier.
Eluded Marcelo. Ramos kept his arms by his side. It's nicely done by Koke. Brilliantly done. And it's 3. Oh, it's fantastic. They can't stop themselves from scoring. Correa's in this time.
Oh, what a goal.
Koke so very, very clever, and Courtois beaten again.
Well, I did say to you, when this young boy comes on, Angel Correa, he is a flying machine. He's got great technique. He knows where the back of the net is, and I think that's a good...
lively, and he was correct. Diego Costa wants it played in his direction. The first to everything. Saul had a pop.
Well, from Angel Correa when he made the run there, and he was onside. He's coming from a deep position. Nobody picks him up. Look at that pass. It's awful.
Saul won it back, and here we go again, and it's 4. This is actually becoming embarrassing for Real Madrid.
Well, it's easy for Saul, because if you anticipate and you want to get to the ball before the opposition and they're in second gear, they're going to have chance after chance, and they can score at will. 4-0. This is going to be a huge defeat.
Diego Costa written off too soon, perhaps. He's got 2 here against Real Madrid.
It's all about anticipation, and when Saul wins it and gives it to him, Diego Costa's not going to miss.
Real Madrid career as Luka Jovic could ever have envisaged. And straight away onto the head of Benzema. Lamar. It's a good one. Sharp stop from Courtois, completely unchallenged. Was it Savic who went for it?
Yeah, and this is awful. He has 1-2, and they don't seem to find, as if they haven't got the key to open the lock.
From a long way out, Vinicius Junior, and it's the new look Atletico are brisk, business-like, confident, and very fit for a team that's only played 1 game before tonight. And here's Kieran Trippier arriving in the box. It's a great ball by Trippier, wow. And it should again be...
Yeah, that was different class. Lamar would be disappointed he hasn't put that one away. Super ball in, he's got to be in, and I think Carvajal's going to end up getting in instead of... Oh!
That's a bit more like it, and Oblak gets a lucky bounce back off the post. Vinicius Junior hit the post, but he couldn't squeeze it into the net, which is what Real Madrid really need right now.
Yeah, that Madrid team is obviously not as great because of what they've achieved. They've won now 10 titles over the history of Spanish La Liga. That's a great ball, he's in.
Lodi again to João Felix, who's shaping up so very well. João Felix, a new name to so many over here. Not for much longer. Diego Costa went over. It might be a penalty. It is a penalty.
There's a little bit of a shimmy from Diego Costa when he receives the ball inside the box. This is brilliant skill from João Felix. He lays it off here, and there's the pass from Lamar now. One touch. Oh, it's a silly challenge.
Costa down the middle, beats Courtois, and Real Madrid would rather be anywhere else right now. It's Real Madrid 0, Atletico Madrid 5, and honestly, hardly anyone can believe this.
Well, I would say they've created at least 9 or 10 chances, and he's clever. He's don't follow the eyes. Courtois goes to his right, he hammers it straight down the middle, he opens his body up slightly.
33 times La Liga champions, peerless, the 13-time European champions, and in this International Champions Cup meeting here in New York, Real Madrid have looked a pale imitation of their club. So Atletico get the ball moving in the second half here in the MetLife Stadium.
On fraud to throw that.
Just beyond Benzema, Luka Modric. Atletico second with 76, Real Madrid a distant third with 68, and likely to go 6 behind in this game. They are 6 behind. He just cannot stop scoring tonight. Diego Costa has done it again.
4 goals. He has found his form. He is on cloud 9. Honestly, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to score.
This is the Diego Costa we saw at Chelsea 3 and 4 years ago, terrorising centre-backs and so confident in front of goal.
Yeah, he's class. He is.
Atletico, he's stopped by Ramos. Marcelo weaves away forward. Eden Hazard found Marcelo. Marcelo goes for the spectacular.
Well, it has to be spectacular because he's surrounded by red and white. And here they go again.
Carvajal, that's a clever ball. Better from Real Madrid. Lucas Vazquez from the edge of the box. It looks as though, Jerry, you'd know much better than us, but here's Marcelo. Still alive here, briefly.
Sergio Ramos going for the spectacular overhead kick.
It looks as though Atletico have done their shopping on the basis of the silkiest in possession, Benzema. That's a bit of a liberty taken by João Felix. Modric won it back. Benzema goes for it.
Well, he got up, but he couldn't hit the target with it. Does he give a corner kick? Does it come off someone else? I thought when the ball went to Luka Modric in the edge of the box, he should have shot, but he put it of Savage.
Eden Hazard. That's a bit more like it from Hazard, and they get one back, Real Madrid. The last touch might have been by Nacho.
I don't think he knew too much about it. It hit him rather than him putting the ball in the net. And it was good play from Eden Hazard. That's a really positive attacking role he's shown there on the left-hand side, Paul, and he needed it, and Real Madrid needed it.
That was a moment, a glimpse of the real Eden Hazard in a Real Madrid jersey. Here it is, and he gets away from Correa. Shows the youngster from Japan. Question is whether he's robust enough to stand up to Atletico Madrid. Benzema is robust enough, but he's knocked off it by Saul. Bound to get feisty. Challenge. It always does here, and people need to put their arms down. Diego Costa's in the middle of it, and he's lost the plot, as he tends to do all too often. Carvajal actually took the first hit, and he didn't like it much.
Well, that's what it was.
First hit, and he didn't like it much.
I think Lucas is not happy. He's not happy with the challenge, I think, from Diego Costa.
Couple of people down.
Yeah, but he's got red.
We're going to go with red. I said it because I sensed it could happen, Jerry. Is the Brazilian centre-back from Porto. They paid a fee for him. Again, that looks a very sound, well-thought-out transfer for a player who just gives you everything every week. This is a fabulous run forward, and it's an even better finish to make it 7-1 for Atletico Madrid. There's no end to this. Navas got nowhere near it. Another special goal tonight from Atletico Madrid.
Well, it's Vitolo who's a sub, who's only been on, 3 or 4 minutes, and he's a class player. He's a left-sided midfield player, but he's come all the way. He's run a good 15-20 yards, come inside on his right foot and buried it in the bottom corner.
Dare I say, Jerry, one of the forgotten men.
Well, sometimes they're forgotten.
Next level out of Kalinic when basically other people had given up on him.
Oh, he's onside.
Flag stayed down. Navas palms it, but it's still alive. Vitolo onto the bits and pieces, and it's around the post and out where it can do no harm. Yes, he's come on for Kieran Trippier. Carlos Munoz, Obero. Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo's cross wasn't a bad one, and Gareth Bale was in there. Gives us a smile. Sense that Real Madrid just wish this was over, but there's more punishment to come.
Unbelievable.
Gets away with one. He knew nothing about it.
It should have been it. It really should have been it.
I don't know whether this is actually becoming more embarrassing now than the first.
People making an argument because, you know, they don't want him there.
Yeah, I think so too. But the problem remains, Sherry. Have the lessons been learned from the last few years when they're being shown up so badly here?
Oh my goodness. Everything went right. Paul, honestly, it should have been another goal.
This could be another big moment. Slightly further, Jerry, to echo your point. You know, the team season before, penalty for Real Madrid, and a fig leaf to cover some of their wounded pride, perhaps. Nacho won it. He was a bit too clever.
Well, do you know what? He's a utility player. I told you can play anywhere in the back four. He's got into that position.
And he's conceded one, and now he might concede again. He does concede again.
Well, this game's finishing 2-2 the second half. They lost the first half 5-0, but he'll say we drew 2-2. It's a good run. That's a clumsy challenge, I have to say. Herrera, well, he's a really good man in the transfer market.
Black sharp stop. It's still alive for Real Madrid. Vazquez, deflection on the cross, all along the goal line and turned in. It's another one for Real Madrid.
Wow, that's fantastic stuff. I have to say, the shot from Kubo from the edge of the box was fantastic. That was unbelievable.
And the player credited with the goal to make things look slightly better, De La Fuente.
Yeah, Gareth Bale.
Decade of goals, which to a degree masks what has happened here this evening to Real Madrid. And right on 90 minutes, the referee calls it off. Nobody's going to be fooled by what we saw in the last 10 minutes here when Real Madrid did get the ball in the net on a couple of occasions.